fucking welcome.
What is up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Hog Rider not gaming. Golly. Wow. We've been doing so many gaming episodes recently. I think that's what it is.
I'm about to say that's our strongest standpoint right now, I feel like.
Hog Rider Radio. Welcome to Hog Rider Radio. I'm your gorgeous host.
Radio.
Hog Rider Radio.
I'm Owen Wilson.
Wow. I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe. And to my right is the married two-eyed Raven, Braven Arrington. How are you doing?
I'm doing swell. I'm doing swell.
Swell, not well. You add the S, it's like a whole new meaning.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm doing well.
Because it's a whole new word.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm doing all right. It's been a pretty fun day. We just got finished with the Acolyte. Go look at our.
This one's gonna be a lot happier than.
Go look at our video on
the Acolyte.
Go look at our video on YouTube. It'll be linked in the probably at the end of this video as well.
Yeah, there'll be an end card thingy.
Yeah. But yeah, doing well. Ready to talk about this show. I got a lot of things I'd like to say about it, and about to go see Twisters because there's a showing at 7. So.
Woo! Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
All right, I guess we're doing a video on that.
Who's seen that? Me and Ethan. You haven't seen it?
I might watch it at some point.
It's good.
I guess we're gonna go see a video on that too.
Twisters. Glenn Powell. He's just hot.
My wife.
Jones, too.
Yeah, but Glenn Powell.
Yeah. All right. Hi, honey. This is the new guy that she is in love with.
Well, he's in the shirt. He's in the shirt.
He's
at
in
one
the
point. He is.
Oh yeah.
He's
in the rain.
In the rain. And he's
Watch
walking.
out.
And he has his wet shirt on.
I'm about to say what?
And it's hot.
What?
It's just like I got hot.
Braven,
Like, boy.
Braven needs a timestamp so he can just.
I need exact time step. Because what is it?
Well, you can look too.
Top Gun.
You're gonna be too entranced. You're gonna forget. You're like
Top Gun Maverick. Anyone But You. And then
he's in Hitman recently.
yeah, Hitman.
Yeah.
And now this one.
Yeah.
He's everywhere now.
Yeah. Hey man, understandably, he's great.
He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
So anyway, sorry, we're going on the Twisters tangent. And then over we'll skip this guy. We'll have the OG bearded puck champ, Canaan Justice. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
That's great. You have anything going on today? Not going to see Twisters with
No,
and Braven?
'cause gotta go to church.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So-
that's right. He didn't want to be a third wheel to you guys. So
It's fine.
I invited him for you. It's like just now.
It's fine. Yeah, you can do it. Come on.
My parents will probably.
Next to him is the bearded puck champ, not the OG one, but just normal.
Arguably the OG, but okay.
No,
How you doing?
your dad's the prequel.
That's true. He's the prequel. But anyways, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Glad to be here.
Are you really?
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Like
I say,
seeing
you don't
y'all.
really act like it.
Like seeing y'all fellas.
Oh,
Aww.
sweet.
Okay.
Anyways,
Oh, it's gonna be that kind of video. Okay.
so yeah, this is Hog Rider Radio, where four guys. It's usually us four now.
Yeah.
Sometimes five.
Yeah.
Just depends.
Or sometimes another swap someone out.
Sit in this basement and talk about random nerdy stuff, whether it be movies, shows,
Games.
games. Could be anything really. We've done
Conventions.
podcasts on conventions. We'll talk about that in a minute. Or at the end of this.
Let's get a book. No.
Oh, God, no. But yeah, we just talk about nerdy stuff all the time for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We try to
Sometimes
stay
an
away
hour.
from an hour, but sometimes we just get so far into it that we just forget. But today we're talking about The Boys, season 4. Came out, I don't know, a month ago. Ended this past Thursday. This past Thursday. And yeah.
So yeah, it'll be heavy spoilers.
Oh yes, heavy spoilers. I'm gonna put a spoiler warning at the beginning. But we're gonna talk about a lot of things that happened in this season.
Mm-hmm.
But first, because we weren't necessarily a group at the point of the first 3 seasons of The Boys, I wanted to go around the table and see what y'all think about The Boys before season 4. What? How do you feel about the show before season 4? Raven.
Oh.
What about you?
I read the comics as well. So the comics are mainly just shock factor. This has more story to it. It still has the shock factor to to 11 or beyond, like Infinity. Like the shock factor is beyond anything that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I must say, like these comics came out during the time of like the Image comics of Walking Dead and Invincible. So it was kind of like on the bottom of my list with like those kind of comics that weren't like Marvel or DC. So it's still good. I liked I liked it in the comics. It was like interesting thing. all the superheroes are, bad, and or some of them are. But then I heard the show and I was like, oh, this could be good, or it could be
Bad.
garbage.
Yeah.
Season 1 came out. I was like, oh, this is really good. I really like this. This is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 came out, phenomenal. I love season 2. I was like, wow, this is great. Season 3, whoa, whoa. Jensen Ackles, I love you.
Yes. Yes, we
Talk
love
about hot.
Soulja Boy.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. For real though, actually.
like
Fun
that.
pal, run for his money.
Like season 3 came out. I was like, whoa, and like The Boys has been something I like. There's some things that like personally I'm just like, okay, skip that part. I do not need to see that. But
We'll get into that.
Splinter.
Okay then.
Lobotomy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Seeing that on screen was fun.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that
Nope.
was weird.
Nope. But yeah, I do like The Boys. Some things I don't like, but I do majority like The Boys. So yeah.
Ethan.
So, unlike Braven, I did not read the comics, and
I'm a
actually,
nerd.
the person who introduced me to it was my father,
Oh wow.
which
Really?
was crazy.
So Ethan, you watch the show?
He didn't allow me to watch it till much later,
Okay.
but he should going into it, I didn't know anything, and then that whole first episode when A-Train just runs through
Yep.
Robin. And after that, I was like, okay, this is
Cooking.
crazy. This is gonna be a crazy thing. But from
Oh,
there,
wait.
it's just, I love the story. Like, I did see something, and honestly, this is how I feel about the show. I watch it, of my own volition, but somehow everything I see in that show is against my will.
Okay. Yes.
Like in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
So that's how I'll say passed.
Canaan.
Season 1, great.
Yep.
Season 2, great. Season 3, great. Gen V was even
I
great.
forgot about Gen
I
V.
do like Gen V.
You like Gen V as well.
This show's been good. The whole run.
Yeah.
The whole run's been good. So
Consistently good show. Who knew they
Yeah.
were still around?
Exactly.
Yeah. I like this. I like the show a lot actually. Season 1,
Mhm.
pretty good. Season 2, pretty good. Season 3, really good.
Yeah.
And then we have this season, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, I love the cast. I love Anthony Starr. I love
yes.
Carl Urban, Jack Quaid. I've always been a big fan of Jack Quaid. And
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite Nepo baby.
he even admits that he is a Nepo baby. He's not one of those weird ones. It's like, no, I did everything on my own to get here.
No, he's like, yeah, my
He's like,
dad
no,
had-
yeah, he gave me opportunities, and like I'm lucky to have them, and I know it's kind of
Mhm.
I'm more privileged than most people, but I like to admit that. I was like, oh, wow, down to earth Nepo baby. Who knew those existed? But yeah, I really like this show. I like the goriness of it. It's cartoony, so it doesn't really feel real
Yeah,
half the time. It's like very like kind of just silly.
separate yourself from it.
Yeah, like you can tell it's obviously like just not real at all.
Yeah. No amount of human can produce that much
That
blood.
yeah. There's just it has an identity to it, and I think that's something that's to be talked about because of we have Marvel shows that are blah, and we have DC shows that are blah. And it's nice to have this property that isn't in either one to have this much success.
Yes.
I would say it's fun. So getting that out of the way, now we're going to talk about season 4,
Mhm.
and I'd like to start this off. Go for it.
Go
By my thoughts on season 4. Season 4 is the weakest season,
That's like
But-
the weakest. I feel like.
but still good.
Mhm.
Still very good. I liked everyone again. I like the cast. The cast is still killing. I think NC Star is going to finally. The Emmy's right there.
And
I
he's
think
so
he'll
close.
finally grab it now after this season. Either this season or season 5. 2026. That seems to be confirmed now by Carl Urban, and that's when we're going to get it.
I love Carl
So-
Urban.
2 more
Yeah,
years.
Yeah,
bro.
I love him. And I think there's a lot. This one kind of focused more on character.
Technically, it's only a year and a half when you really think about it, because we're
That's
six.
fair.
We are so close to 2025.
But it's probably not gonna come out until this week. But
Yeah, probably
anyway.
come out summer.
Yeah,
26.
you're right.
But like I like it. Kind of took a more serious approach in some ways. It's still The Boys. It's still dumb and ridiculous and gory and gross and
Oh yeah.
all sorts of stuff like that. But I think they kind of focus more on the character aspect of things. There's a lot of stuff with Homelander or not Homelander. Well, I mean Homelander that was interesting, and a lot of stuff with Butcher that was really interesting. And I liked MM's stuff in this.
Oh yeah.
And
That was
A-Train.
good stuff.
A-Train
Yes.
out of nowhere, just like
Oh yeah. That
took
story.
over that like the heart of the show. I think this one I'm starting to kind of get annoyed of some of the. Not that sexual things are not something that I. Sometimes it's kind of the identity of the show. It's not for me to complain about because that's just what this show is. There's sexual jokes. There's sexual things that happen. There's really gross sexual things that happen, and that's just like what this show is. But I feel like every other like line or every other thing was something sexual, and it was just like, all right,
A little bit too much.
we're getting a little bit like I'm getting overwhelmed with all this. Like I'm just like, all right, can we like talk about something else, or can we just move on to the or say like come up with another joke for that scene? You know,
Yeah.
like it felt like it was the same joke every time. It was like a pardon not my French, but my bluntness. Like it was something about a penis coming up. Like there's always something about a penis
Oh yeah.
every episode, at least once or twice.
yeah.
And it was just like, okay, like I get it. This is what this show is, but it needs to be toned down a little bit, just a little bit. It was getting a little too much. And then I think some characters kind of got not great, like kind of just stomped on. We'll get into that a little bit later. I just want to get my overall thoughts on this first.
Yeah.
But still good. It's still great. Season finale was amazing. It's probably the best finale they've done, I would say.
Best finale.
Best season finale they've done.
Season finale, yes.
Which one?
3 or 2.
Oh, 3
no.
sucked. I remember 3.
Oh no. 2.
Which one was 2? Oh, is that when they beat up Storm Chaser?
Stormfront, and then
Storm Chaser.
wow.
I still got the Twisters. brain
What
going on.
was it? I feel like that one, and then when Billy it's he goes, Ryan, come here, and he just walks right, like silently walks behind Billy.
Yeah.
That scene itself, gives me chills. I love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is the best one when it comes to hype for the next season.
Oh yes, okay,
like
yeah.
unbelievable. Like the last 10 minutes,
Yeah,
they played Nirvana.
Dude.
Oh,
That's
Heart Shaped
something
Box.
he was like, oh my god.
So good, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think it's still good. Just the weakest season so far. Ethan. Wow.
Well,
Well, you're not really prepared, are you? I should have went someone else.
like kind of like you said, it focuses a lot on characters, but honestly, I feel like that added a bit more heart to the show almost. Like especially with like Frenchie and Kamiko, like kind of forgiving themselves for all the
Yeah.
crazy stuff they did in the past.
Kiss at the
Oh my
end. And then they get taken away from each other at the end. No, we just got back. We're so
No.
back, and then now we're just
Yeah.
we're back.
We're so back. It's so over.
Yeah, for real. That's
and
exactly
then
what happened.
Kamiko.
Yeah, Kamiko talking. Tears.
Anyway,
No,
anyway,
it was no. I was like, oh no, stop.
anyway, but no, like, and then Ryan kind of standing up for himself. Like they really focused on, you know,
But Ryan did stand up for himself, and then he stood up for Star a little too much.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Grace didn't deserve all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
I've got something to say.
But no, it's just I feel like you said it was the weakest season, and I can kind of agree with that. But also, I feel like it also had the most heart of any season, kind of like it had the most like driving force of any season.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna skip you, Canaan. Braven.
What?
I'm gonna go back to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Switching it up.
I'm gonna start off with like the character I hated the most, like the 2 characters I hated the most during this, and maybe it's because they're and then like the 2 characters I loved the most during this. I hate to be this way. Oh, I can't even remember her name. Firecracker.
She's there.
She's the far right that I hate, and I'm like I try not
Yeah.
to be political,
Yeah.
but this show is very like
Oh,
it-
it's
it
hard
makes-
to not be political about this show.
Yeah, it makes fun of it.
Yeah.
So of both sides.
Yeah.
But as one of those, as a Republican, I was like, man, I hate you. I'm like, I can't stand you because you're what gives us a bad name. I hate you, man.
She is like really like woo. So I love how she has like an Alex Jones show.
Yeah,
I think that's really funny.
there's
that was
so
crazy.
much with that character I just don't like either because she's like Starlight she's like I'm wrong, all right, all this stuff. I don't care.
It was
Who-
It
who-
was so satisfying seeing Starlight beat the ever.
I have some thoughts about Starlight later, but
Anyway,
I think she's getting way too much hate than she needs to right now for some reason. I don't know why,
it's
but
stupid.
yeah.
I have some thoughts about Starlight later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't like her. I like Sister Sage. She's just kind of odd. Those are the two new characters.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I loved Sister Sage.
Sister
I love how
Sage-
she was like, nah, bro. Like, I don't really care. I was just bored, and you were like,
Yeah.
hey, come do this for me, and I did
it's
it.
like,
That's super cool.
why'd you do it?
Yeah.
because
Because it's fun.
Because
I
I
wanted
could
to
have.
see if I
yeah.
can.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
like,
That's
bro.
that's pretty cool. I will say
so
that.
cool.
And then
she's so smart. that
I don't
it's
like
just
tech.
like- Anyway,
I don't like Tech Knight.
He wasn't new though, right?
He's
He's
new.
been around.
He's
he
new.
was in Gen V.
He wasn't
More.
Gen V more.
Yeah.
I like him.
I must say he's new. He's newish. Thank God he's dead.
He's just.
But-
I mean, he's just funny.
I have more about Tech Knight too. later.
and then I don't like Ashley, but I've never liked Ashley. So
No, bro, I love Ashley.
Ashley got so good this season. Bro.
Oh, she did. She did get good, and then she took V, and I went.
I don't know where that's going.
No, I
can see
I
that
do.
being good.
I don't know.
No,
I can see
literally
that
when
being
that
good.
happened, I was like, "You go, Ashley. Like, stand up for yourself."
No,
to
I
these
know where this
creeps.
is going. I don't like where it's going. As a comic book reader, I don't like
Oh.
where this is going.
Yeah, you probably know a little bit more than I do, but I'm like,
As of right now,
as of right now,
I'm down. Down to clown.
I liked Billy up until let's kill everybody.
yeah,
But that was such a good dynamic too with Jeffrey D. Morgan. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh,
That twist was really good too.
Also,
that
the fact
he goes, shut up. I was like,
He tells his wife to shut up. I was like,
and also the fact that he's kind of just
back up.
Venom almost in
Yeah.
a way,
yeah, it's
because
like,
Oh,
he's got
so-
that, he's got
so-
that voice, and then
Yeah.
he comes out.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I like Jack
Jack Quaid.
Wade. Yeah, my favorite animated Superman right now. But very good dynamics with like the team and everything. MM and Frenchie Kimiko, all my favorites and stuff like that. Starlight I liked as well. I want to hear your thoughts on it because I'm going to talk.
it's kind of annoying, but anyway,
I'll
she got
talk.
better.
I'll talk with you. I'll talk about Starlight with you when you get to it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot to unpack with her.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think this is a weak season as well. It's just like it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
But the hype for next season, especially. I thought we were going to change the comic book storyline. I thought we were actually going to change with in the bunker with Ryan. I thought we were going to change, and then he snapped Chris's neck, and I went, "All right, we're exactly the same.
Yeah.
We're exactly the same. The exact same thing happened, and if we stay on this storyline with Butcher, full out killing everybody and
Yeah.
all this stuff, I will be very heartbroken next season.
Mm.
I'm not going to say it because I know y'all don't like
Spoilers.
spoilers for it because it could happen.
Yeah.
But
Hey man, I've kept my mouth shut for Game of Thrones stuff, so
yeah.
I know a lot of things that are gonna happen. soon,
Yeah, but I think the only thing I've spoiled like comic books wise is like Invincible and Anime. I think maybe like,
yeah.
but
But I wanted that to happen.
you're
I
like,
was like, please tell me it happens.
yeah, you're like no, let me know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
yeah.
But with like there's I don't like how they changed Black Noir.
Really?
I hate
thought
it.
that was so funny.
It's funny, but I hate it.
loved it.
It's funny, but I hate it.
Is he narcoleptic?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Well, he actually is.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's
yeah,
really funny.
they
The
wrote
actor
it
is-
in because
yeah.
the actor is.
They have videos in like just on set. Like that's so funny, dude. And I remember seeing it at the beginning of the season. I was like, what? And then he like talks in like the second season. He's like, oh my god,
He
that
talks.
was crazy, guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on? I love him in the Deeps.
Bro.
I love that. It was
That's
so stupid.
I'm gonna say that is pretty good, but I'm just like I love old Black Noir too.
Yeah, his
Like-
Black Noir was a very good character.
Yeah, and Soldier Boy at the end.
Hype.
Ooh.
Hype.
so hyped.
I'm so hyped for it, and I
I saw a theory.
That's
where
really
it's-
cool. I saw a theory. That's
Bro,
cool.
just
game
elaborate.
theory.
Refuses to elaborate. No,
Wow,
but it's
Katie.
like talking about how it's like we saw in season 3 how Soldier Boy would never like align with Homelander. He's kind of It's like, so what? Why is he getting him out? And somebody showed Kate, and I was like, if she mind controls him, Kate.
Oh, that's true.
I was like, ooh, if they do that, that would be very cool.
Yeah,
But
I'm about to say I want to talk about
it's neither here nor there.
the in like setting up for next season. Starlight going and being free.
Before we talk about setup.
Okay.
Canaan, what did you think of Boys season 4? We kind of like went off on a tangent, so it was
Yeah.
like, oh, we need to get Canaan's thoughts in.
Well, I know y'all said it was. Some of y'all thought it was a weaker season.
Uh-huh.
It's probably been my most enjoyable
Oh,
because we
okay.
get the backstories and
Yeah.
because we get
That is fair.
the extra character development that I've been sorely wanting to see from these people. And now that I understand some of their motivations and understand like who they are now, it's just like I know who I'm rooting for and I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, cool.
And then that final episode, oh my Lord.
Yeah, he texted the Discord after. He's like, "Bro, that episode was wild."
I would venture out to say that it's probably been that last episode was my favorite episode
Oh, wow.
I've seen on TV.
Oh wow. He said it was
But
pretty. It was really
maybe.
good, and then they played Nirvana, and it just went up.
Yeah,
It was just 10
exactly.
out of 10 after that.
It's, I love this season, and I'm excited for season 5. Like really excited.
Cool.
Too bad. In 2 years.
I was gonna say, yeah, like kind of like he said, it's that finale felt like the Infinity War of like all the other seasons. Like it's all been built up.
Endgame is season
Mhm.
5. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's good. I
That's
liked. It did feel like that. I was like, oh,
I was like-
we're at rock bottom.
yeah.
So that's really cool.
Anyway,
All right, Braven. We can talk about next season, what we're gonna get here.
All right.
Or not what we're gonna get, but like what this show is building up to in the most vague way possible.
In the most vague way possible.
'Cause I don't
Okay.
want to know anything.
Because I mean, y'all see it in the poster. So the biggest thing, I don't believe this is going to happen at all. So what I'm about to say, it happens in the comics, but I do not believe they're going to go this route because of how everything is going. I don't believe so. But I'm gonna start with the boys, and then I'll start with the 7. Then I'll go with the 7. What I think is from what I know, Starlight going off on her own, like all the boys being captured and everything, and Starlight going off on her own and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That never happened. So that never happened. So this whole new thing with the boys, I have no clue what's
probably-
gonna. I have no clue what's gonna
Okay.
happen with them. So I think Kimiko talking. I don't remember her talking in the wait. Yeah, she talked in the comics, but it's this big whole thing with them as well. And I'm so like I'm trying to like best work my way around it. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's start from the beginning. They're gonna break out of prison, obviously.
Yes.
We all know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I found it fitting that Love Sausage captured MM. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah.
that's his arch nemesis at this point.
That is hilarious because that is the 3rd time they've met in the last 3 seasons.
I think the Gen V people that are
That's cool.
that are not captured right now, like the main actress,
Ooh,
and
Mhm.
they're
Like
gonna go
Marie
and help.
Moreau and all them.
Yeah. they're
Well,
gonna go help.
season 2 is coming out in like a year.
Yeah,
But
so I think they're gonna go help the boys get out of prison.
yeah, I think it's gonna all like they'll be out before the end of before the beginning of
Season 4,
season 5.
season 5. Sorry.
Yeah, season 5. I think that's gonna happen. And then
I'm gonna pop so hard if they show the boys in Gen V.
I think that's where
showed
I think that's where Starlight is going to, is to find more heroes that are willing to actually help.
Gotcha.
But that's the boys. Is like that they've gone off a little rails because I don't remember them going to prison. It's been a while since I've read the comics. But Billy,
Butcha.
yeah, this whole genocide act he's going on, like let's kill them all. Yeah, this is like that's pretty comic accurate.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty comic accurate. I don't remember him having like
Yeah, the tentacles coming out of
yeah I don't remember that being a thing.
Rip Victoria Newman.
For real.
You were so fine.
Oh my gosh.
Jack
Sorry.
Quaid's a lucky man.
All right, I forgot they're dating in real life.
Yep.
But the thing that the boys have in the comics is very different than like Temp V. It's very different than that. What they have in the comics is just a pill they can swallow, gives them super strength, super endurance, all that stuff, makes them hard to kill. It's where they can go toe to toe with the Seven and heroes like that. That's what they have there. So that's what Billy had there. So him having all this, we are Venom kind of bull that he's going on.
Yeah.
It's new. I like it. But it's a new thing because in the comics, once again, I don't think they'll do this. He kind of goes on like a killing spree with everybody. Like, I'm just gonna say everybody in a general stasis. You can take that as you will, but everybody.
Okay.
That's pretty much Billy. It's kind of like it's different. So I do like it. The Seven. I don't remember what happens to the Deep. A-Train never turned.
Didn't turn in the
No,
comics?
he didn't. He never turned in the comics.
I
So
love
so
that change,
so
though.
I'm gonna say what happened in the comics because
scared
he
for
never
his
turned. He died in the comics.
A-Train, when it comes to season 4 finale, I won't be there. He just was not there at all. He just left.
Yeah,
He
he's
just didn't
gone.
come back.
I don't know if he's gonna survive season 5 though.
Probably not.
Well, he died in the comics, but he died to because this Huey's a whole different Huey than the comics.
Yes, I do know that.
Because Huey kills him.
Oh, that's cool.
Like he gets his revenge for Robin because
I'm glad
he was
they
gonna
changed that.
forgive him and everything, but then Billy played the a tape that he was talking to the Deep and like he's like, yeah, I'm so glad I killed her. Like it was like ran right through her. It was the easiest thing I ever done in my life. Don't remember and like it was just Billy's incentive to get Huey to kill.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think he died pretty early on. Like he would have already been dead if we were sticking to comic accuracy.
Okay.
So that's with A-Train. Black Noir. I'll get into that in a minute.
I know the ending. Yeah.
Do you know the ending of the comics? Oh yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
The Deep. I don't remember what happens to him. Maeve we're already good with Maeve, and then Sister Sage and is her name Firecracker?
Firecracker, yeah.
Those are two whole new like they're characters in the comics, but they're whole new things that they were never this upfront with everybody.
I like it.
I like it. Yep.
So, Black Noir. When I talk about Starlight, I want you to talk about Starlight as well. Black Noir in the comics, yeah, he's a clone of Homelander, and it's the comics are weird.
Comics are bad.
Yes,
I understand.
yes, he's a clone of Homelander.
Yeah, he's the one.
And
that
he's the
actually-
one that I'm not allowed to say this word on YouTube. Ard Becca.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and framed it on Homelander to get Billy to fight. Like it was like this whole plot, and it was like this whole crazy thing.
And he's the one who kills Homelander, right?
Yeah, he's the one that kills Homelander.
Which I don't think they're going that way.
No,
Well, obviously not now.
no,
Black
there's-
Noir's dead now.
no.
It's just a new guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the ending for the boys is going to be a whole different ending for this.
I trust them wholly with this though.
Oh yeah, no,
They're doing
they'll
great.
do it a whole lot better. So there's that, and it all happens. The final battle, no matter looks like they're leaning this way, no matter what happens at the White House.
Yeah,
Because Homelander is president.
that's gonna be sick.
Dude.
My fellow Americans.
I do not think. I don't know if he'll actually be president. I think he'll probably be a stand-in or something like that. Like is his way of being president if they do.
He's
that.
gonna be president.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
this guy is
he-
president
I
now,
was gonna say
But
he kind
he's-
of already
but
is.
Homelander
Almost
is
is, yeah.
president.
Yeah.
So
So I think that's their way of doing it now. So that's not really spoiling. That's their way of doing it now.
Yeah.
But it's a whole they're fading off from the original stuff because in the comics, if like I said, if we're going comic accuracy, Ryan should be dead by now because Billy would have killed him.
Dang.
Yeah. So.
Hmm.
Like
I'm glad we did.
Still might happen, but
I mean, it still might happen,
I
but
doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah, like there's a lot.
If the what they're doing with the show theme wise,
I agree with what Ethan's saying. There's a lot more heart. I feel like
Yeah.
because like
Mhm.
those comics were just shock factor and like
yeah,
let's see what we can get away with.
yeah, and this show has that.
Yeah,
But-
to an extent.
Yeah, yeah.
Human caterpillar. I mean, human
Ugh.
centipede.
God, that was just
That's horrible.
rough to look at.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
ugh.
But I'm gonna talk about Starlight. I think her and Huey end up together in the end, and they're the only ones that like stay in the city and stuff like that. But I could be wrong. Let's talk about Starlight.
I think Starlight kind of sucks this season.
Well, it's just I disagree.
Huh.
I really do, because I enjoyed actually finding out, she wasn't, this great person her whole life.
Okay.
She was
I think
kind
I
of
did
a
like that stuff.
B word, and
I like we keep it rated PG-13 here, folks.
but I enjoyed seeing, that she had reasons behind certain things she did, and she wasn't always doing it right. Like her beating up Firecracker, like she shouldn't have done that because it was on
wasn't
live
justified,
TV.
Yeah,
Like, but I just
I get it though.
I enjoyed her.
That's so satisfying.
Yeah,
I really did enjoy her character development this season. So
I think
I liked it.
so Huey obviously goes through this whole thing with Tech Knight, right? Where he
Yep.
does all these things, these sexual favors for him, and basically he gets sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Call it that. First of all, we kind of dodge by that. We don't really talk about it that much.
I feel bad
Then-
for Huey.
He gets sexually assaulted again, technically, if we want to get technical about it, when this
Shapeshifter.
shapeshifter
Yep.
comes in and they do it, but he doesn't know that this person is not Starlight, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know. So he does all this stuff, and and they get graphic about it, about what they did. Pretty nasty, pretty nasty stuff. And and then of course Starlight finds out, and then she's like mad.
Yeah, that
She gets
that
like
was,
pissed
I'm
off
like,
at Huey. Now, granted, it's not for long.
I said, how the heck would he have known?
He wouldn't
Like,
have known that. And it's just like, it's out of character for her. She's also a victim of sexual assault. To get into the 7, she got sexually assaulted to get into the 7. I mean, that just happened because the Deep, forced her to do favors for him and stuff. That's all I'm going to say. And I feel like she would be more understanding of being like, oh my God, like this person that you thought was me made you, like, didn't make you, but like, you
tricked you.
you into having sex with them, and it wasn't me, and that's messed up, and I'm sorry. But instead, she was like, "Oh, how dare you?" And I was just like, Starlight, it's not really in character for her, and that's where I was like, this doesn't really feel right. And I did like all the stuff with her and Firecracker. I thought that was interesting to show that she had like a past of being like just the worst.
Yep.
And her beating up Firecracker was nice. That was very nice. I was like, thank you, because
Also, her beating up the Deep.
started. Oh, her beating up the Deep was nice. That was good. That was really good.
I was really like, kill him.
Yeah, kill him now. Like that's where I was at with him. But I think her character was kind of Huey. I feel like the writers just hated Huey this whole season.
They were just
First
his
thing after thing.
first his dad,
Yes.
then Tech Knight, then the
Love Simon
doppelganger.
Pegg as his
Dude,
dad.
he's so good.
I
So
cried so
good.
much.
So
No,
good.
I-
One of the best episodes. Of the
I
season.
bawled
Yes.
during that
Yeah.
episode.
So good. And I think like I said, he got sexually assaulted twice. It's basically people that like Huey just kind of got the shaft this season. It feels like.
Literally.
Like, like I'm being honest. Dogs are barking. Anyways, but yeah, I think that's where my problems lie with Starlight. I think Starlight kind of just has some uncharacteristic moments where I'm like, okay, she wouldn't act that way though. Like realistically, she would act this way. And I understand like it's kind of jarring for you to be like, oh my God, my boyfriend had sex with someone else, and like be mad about that. But he didn't know.
That's how I read into it.
Yeah, but he didn't know. It wasn't like he went and had sex with another girl.
Well, she changed her mind.
Yeah,
Later
that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
episode anyway, so
I
it's
think that's
fine.
like the only thing that's kind of redeeming about it. It's like she was over it by like
Yeah.
the next scene.
Yeah.
But for her to be that mad and then be over it pretty quick was just like, okay, so why get that mad?
Yeah,
then?
yeah. That
And
is
like it's just like I don't know. But that's just one thing. When that happened, I was like, okay, that wasn't great. Like I didn't really like that much. I don't like Starlight for doing that. But yeah,
then-
that's kind of my thoughts on Starlight.
Freaking like every other episode, she'd like.
Oh, you just want to do freaking powers, bro?
I was like,
Bro, just come on.
which I get now why kind of she had to come to terms with herself. It was like a mental block thing.
Yeah.
exactly.
Which-
I love that part about it.
Shapeshifter hated what went on after, like you said with Huey, but
Yeah.
like her And the shapeshifter, like I love that whole thing.
The mental block
good.
stuff, I've never been a fan of with like superhero stuff in general. Like I don't like Spider-Man's mental block thing he goes through. And is it Spider-Man 2? Is it Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3?
I think it's
Is it Spider-Man 2? Hey, help me out, nerd. Get off your phone. We're doing a podcast.
Sorry, sorry. Comics. The guy announced, and I was very excited about it.
Spider-Man 2, is that where Peter has the block, the web block? I just don't. I think it's kind of
lazy.
For them to be like, all right, we need something interesting.
He's sad.
Yeah. Who's here? There's some guy walking around. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, sorry, we had a person walking around. I just think that's kind of lazy sometimes.
Because of my uncle. Okay, my bad.
And I like kind of just don't. I'm not interested in it. Like I'm like, all right, it's gonna be some mental block thing. That's all it's gonna be.
I mean,
and
that's
like
fair.
sometimes it's written well, and like I get it, but I'm just like, come on, like.
I think it did show off because Aaron Moriarty played, both the shapeshifter and her, obviously.
She did good.
But I feel like it showed off some of our acting chops. Too.
Yeah, it's being more unhinged in a way,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of cool. There's a good side and a bad side to each.
Yeah.
To this kind of plot that they were doing, and I'm more on the negative side of it, which is why I think this season hasn't been that great. It's been good. I keep saying it hasn't been that great. It's the weakest season, but it's just not as good as the other 3 seasons. There we go. That's what I've been trying to say. But anyways, that's my spiel on Starlight. I think Starlight was probably my least favorite character of the season. So there we go. Feeling done.
Sure.
But I can keep talking about something else. You want me to?
Oh no, I mean, yeah, you're the host, man.
I'm trying to think of
showed.
Wait, what?
They showed that bald girl from the asylum for the first time in a while. I'm like, I was like, I could have sworn she like died or something. Maybe not.
So, who knows?
I was like,
I did like Gen V being in the season a lot.
Mhm.
Like
I
the
did.
crew from Gen. I remember they showed up for the first time. I was like,
she's like, anything for you, Homelander.
I was like, what? Oh my gosh! And it paid off for me to watch Gen V. And I love Gen V. I thought it was a really good episode or a season of television.
Really good.
And I think my favorite character, A-Train's up there. A-Train is up there. But like Butcher, I did like Butcher. I liked
I love seeing everything that happened.
his son or
Ryan.
Ryan. I liked Ryan. I liked the scene of him like telling on the TV like what's up basically like during the like Muppet Christmas kind of thing they were doing.
I don't like the
1984
character.
Muppet Christmas.
Like obviously it's a horrible character, but Homelander, some of his motivations and some, especially like with Ryan, when he saw the picture, and he like tore up the room, and then it's like
Ryan?
That's one thing about Anthony
Come
Starr, is his facial acting.
Yeah, really good. So good, it makes memes really, really easily.
And he kind of scares me, but that's beside the point.
I hate him.
Oh, were you talking about the mirror shatter?
Yeah, that
Dude,
scene, and then just his whole, especially him when he went back to his like home.
Yeah, that episode where he went
That
back to
episode
is,
was crazy,
Dude,
and especially just how unhinged he was when he was like laughing. Like people have named it, but it was like just how he was just Joker level laughing. Like it was,
and then smiling in the elevator with covered in blood.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool. There was a shot that came. There was like a picture that came from the episode where it was like his back. And it was like the American flag, of course, being his cape, and it was like covered in blood and stuff, and it had like his hair at the top. I was like, yeah, this show's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was probably one of my favorite episodes. It was my favorite episode until the finale. The finale's probably my favorite episode of the season.
I did say this though, next season, because they got all the freaking superheroes coming in.
Yeah.
You know how many cameos they're gonna have in there of just crazy people?
It's gonna be awesome.
Great, because they already said like they're trying to get as many people as possible.
I know my sister
said Jared
follows
Padalecki's supposed to be.
Supernatural a lot. She's like, they've already announced Jared Padalecki's going in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They didn't say anything.
Because and then they'll have Jensen Ackles as well.
Oh,
Which is
I
kinda cool.
hope they interact.
Because
They probably will.
yeah, because Eric Kripke was on Supernatural as one of the writers.
yeah.
So I was like, that's interesting.
There's
And they're just gonna throw so many in.
there's some heroes I'm like excited for to see their adaptations of. Like we saw the adaptation of Spider-Man's in this, and then, I wanted to die the entire time of seeing that.
Thank God he got ripped in half, man.
Not before he.
Before he.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Goodness. I'm wondering if because it's the only thing I'm wondering, or if Maeve will come back.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Died.
Well, we thought Soldier Boy died,
That's fair.
so now he's back, which I'm excited for. I think the season was missing that character. You know,
That one.
one character that was just like, that's what I like so much about season 3. Anytime Soldier Boy was on screen,
It was just like
I was so locked in. And that's not saying I like admire Soldier Boy or something like that. I don't. Soldier Boy is a terrible, terrible person in The Boys, but he's so dang charismatic and fun to watch.
Mhm.
And anytime he was on screen, I was like, I have to. I'm locked in. And he was on screen a lot in season 3, so I was just like, all this stuff was really good. And him being, Homelander's dad or sperm donor.
Oh, jeez.
to a cup.
I mean, I agree with you. Jensen Ackles, just a
Unbelievable.
good actor. So
Yeah.
anytime he gets on screen,
So where are we going from here? Based on where we're at now, at the end of season 4. Oh, first of all, out of 10.
This season?
Yeah, this season.
Hmm.
Let's try to keep it like halves. You know what I'm saying? Like 10, 9,
Yeah.
9 or 8.5.
I want to say like an 8.5 out of 10, just because like compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
I just like the other ones better.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I think 9 out of 10.
Kane?
I'm gonna give it a solid 9.5. I really enjoyed this season.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I think I'm with Ethan on this one.
Because like the other ones might have been a 9.5.
Yeah,
this one
season
might be-
3 might have been a 10,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh yes.
But the other one's like a 9.5. This one's a 9. But yeah, so getting that out of the way, we all obviously really like this season. Where are we
So
going
good.
from here? What's the plan? Don't try to like
I'm about to say,
don't try to be like, here's what happened in the comics based on where we're at. It looks like you like had a fly in your mouth. You just like blew it out. I was like, what the heck? I'm interested to see like the White House stuff. Like, I'm really interested for that dynamic
Oh, that's
of like
Yeah.
Homelander in
Crazy.
the White House. Like, what does that look like?
I'm so
I'm
not
not
ready
ready.
for that.
It's
I'm
gonna
not
it's
ready.
gonna be
I mean, we're
amazing.
gonna have like
I'm not ready for that.
Avengers level of amount of superheroes.
Yeah.
There's
That's gonna be
many.
interesting to see.
There's many heroes I'm excited like to see their they have an adaptation of the Fantastic Four, and it's gonna be messed up, but I'm excited just to see it.
Like,
Like,
sound interesting.
give
though.
me the boys X-Men and I'll be happy.
they already kind of showed that. What's it called? They sent Newman was there.
Yeah, to
Oh, the Red River.
Yeah, Red River.
Yeah.
Red River is practical. Is
it's the like
it's the X-Men.
that is where
It's like a
Newman
messed
was.
up X-Men.
Yeah,
The X, whatever.
because they made then they make it like in The Boys Diabolical. They made like a little episode about it.
And the boy's diabolical.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that either.
I should've
Oh.
done it.
watch that.
What's that? Is that live action or animated? Like, what
It's
is that?
anime. It's different types of animation. Like I think that
I
one
didn't
was.
know that was a thing.
I think that one's like South Park animation or something like that. Like
That sounds amazing. Honestly, I need to tune in.
because like that's like it takes place during the time of the boys and stuff like that. Like each one like it's actual like canon stuff. And I believe this one, if I'm not mistaken, like it's the messed up kids and stuff like that, and then they learn that their parents are the reasons why they have the super like from like V got released.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, I do know that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
like
Yeah.
V got released, and then they realized like it's our parents' fault.
Yeah.
for like this.
Mhm.
I think they start killing them if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay.
Was Marie Moreau in the Red River?
I think she was for a little bit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Or no,
Okay.
She might have been in it up until she went to college. It's
Yeah.
Godolkin
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what
That's how it worked.
Okay, and then you go to Godolkin right after that.
Yes. Mhm.
Which I love.
That's what I'm doing on my phone. I'm trying to keep track of everything because of there's just so much.
Is Godolkin in the comics?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
G-
I love all of that, especially
Yes.
as someone who's in college, like that kind of realm of
Mhm.
what that looks like with soups
Yeah.
being there is like insane.
Good. What's it? Godolkin is a lot like just like the Seven and the Boys. A lot worse than the comics.
Hmm.
It's a lot worse. So-
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just interested to see where Homelander's going to be at. I want to see the Butcher stuff.
It'll be interesting to see maybe like the boys not versus Butcher, but trying to stop him.
Yeah,
Like-
Like I'm interested to see the MM and Butcher conversation after this is all. I love MM. I think he's probably one of my favorite characters.
He's great.
I just want to see a
love him.
conversation between MM, Frenchie, and Butcher because there was a conversation I watched in season 1 where they're like they start talking about the Spice Girls, and Frenchie goes, "Why do you know so much about Spice Girls?" And Butcher goes, "That's not important."
Also, if they bring up the comedy, it's still funny. Like the show is still just really funny. I love when Firecracker is sick, and he like moves the chair, and Homelander gives her the most like diabolical like face I've ever seen, like of disgust.
The amount of memes that come out of this show.
He's like, keep moving, keep moving.
The amount of memes that come out, just that one moment, like the day after it came out, everybody's like, went like how people would look at you in 2020 when you coughed, and it's like this is such good content to just make stuff.
The comedy's still all there. I just wanted to get that out. Like,
yeah, it's there.
It's just funny. Like this show is hilarious when it tries to be funny. It really does work.
Oh, the whole
when they're at
the whole thing, wrong Ashley. And I was like,
yeah.
wait a minute.
I love how they set that up. They were like, "Oh, which Ashley is he talking about?" I was like, "That was a weird thing to say." It's obviously he was talking to Ashley, and then
he's like, "Everyone here is named Ashley.
Everyone here is named Ashley. What's your last name?"
You might know what this Ashley's last name is.
Yeah.
And then the freaking when they're at it came out of left field from Frenchie, but when they're talking about how to spread the virus. And he's like, "This man is in no condition."
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, Frenchie, what are you on right now?
Oh yeah, it was like you can only spread it like at like an STD or through like blood or something like that, right? It's through semen or blood is how you spread it.
It's like this man is in no condition to have sex with a sheep.
It's like what? Because they were just trying to like inject it into something for the sheep to eat. And then they get infected with it and they blow up or whatever. And he also said semen. And then Frenchie was like, "This guy is in no condition to have sex with a sheep." That was really, really funny. And they were like, "No, that's not what we're
No.
Oh man, I love Frenchie. He has so many moments where he's just really, really funny. But it's just one of those things where the finale ended. I was like, wow, that's the first boys finale where I've actually been interested in what they're doing next season. I feel like every other finale they've done, it's been a capping point, and then I'm like, all right, they're having more seasons. I just don't know what else they're gonna do at this point.
I'm about to say, I feel like season 5 is a good.
Yeah. Oh, that is. That's the last season.
Yeah.
Like 2026. That's it.
I feel like they come out with a movie, but
no. Don't milk it too much.
I'm scared they're gonna milk it too
much. That's fair.
But Canaan, look like you're gonna say something.
I was going to talk about, you said something about Frenchie, and around me, like, the whole Frenchie backstory and everything that he went through this season was really good.
Yeah, him and Kimiko. I love Kimiko. Kimiko's also, probably up there, top 3 characters for me. Like
both of them forgiving themselves.
Any scene with Kimiko is also,
that was amazing.
And then, like, they're with each other, and she starts saying, like, you know what I meant about Homeboy, like, it's not, she's like, I don't want to, it's that.
You deserve somebody better than me.
Yeah,
and he's like,
okay. There's no one better than you, and I was like,
see that they're a thing in the comics, and when it happened, I was like, no way they're actually doing it.
Yeah,
no way they're actually doing it.
Because when he did, like, when the whole, I can't remember the guy's name that he ended up. Colin, that's right. Mm-hmm. When the whole Colin storyline, I was like, oh, okay. We already set this up before, but I was expecting him and Kimiko at some point, and then he got with Colin, and I was like, okay, maybe this is what they're gonna do. And then they showed that he killed Colin's family. I was like, oh, this is not good. You should get out of there. What that ended, and then that's when we got Kimiko kind of coming back into the press.
Also, I think I love this adaptation of Frenchie. Like, is the funniest to me because Frenchie in like the comics is like huge.
Oh, really?
Like, he's like 7 foot.
I mean, isn't like Huey like he looks more like his dad in the show?
Oh yeah.
He's based off of Simon Pegg, apparently in the comic.
Which is really fun.
It is.
That's fun.
So
I always forget his dad was Simon Pegg. So when he called him at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh my god, I forgot Simon Pegg is his dad. That's so cool. But anyways, I'm just interested to see where they go, and I'm glad that the season ended in a way where that it makes me excited.
Yeah,
for the rest of it. Any other thoughts on The Boys?
I'm good over here.
Yeah,
it's a great show. That's
we got 8.5.
Yeah,
9.5. We kind of went up the table there. So yeah, podcast wise, this one is over. But for future podcasts, we have The Acolyte, which should be out already with this. Watch that one if you want. Just kidding. Please watch it. All that good stuff. We have next week Deadpool and Wolverine reaction.
Please watch that one.
And GalaxyCon in Raleigh, NC, North Carolina.
Yes.
We will be going on Saturday. We will be doing a podcast recapping everything on Sunday. He is meeting a lot of people.
Charlie Cox,
Charlie
Dante
Cox,
Basco,
Dante
and
Basco, John Bernthal.
Yep.
I'm meeting John Bernthal. They're both meeting Dante Basco.
I want to meet John Bernthal.
John Bernthal as well for Ethan. You might. What if you just do the thing where we did for Troy Baker, where you just walk up with me? But we're meeting a lot of people. There's also some wrestlers that I might think about meeting. Matt Riddle's going to be there. Kind of sick. Matt Hardy. I think Matt Hardy's going to be there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we'll be there. So if you see us there, you're like, oh my god, those are the Hog Rider Radio guys. I'm one of like 2 people that's listening to them. Go ahead and come up.
You don't have to pay to meet us.
Yes, you don't yet for free.
No, for free.
If you want to take a picture, if you want, I'm not going to sign anything, but if you want to take a picture, cool with me. But yeah, and then we're Kingdom Hearts also retrospective.
Yes.
Might be coming out in the next couple of weeks or so with me.
About to say about a week or 2, yeah.
With me, Braven, and Ethan, hosted by Chad.
Yeah.
Which will be very, very fun. We talk about all of them. And and we talk about our thoughts for Kingdom Hearts 4, more than likely, and our favorite game, our favorite moment, our favorite blah, 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 our least favorite game, our least favorite moment. Basically, just all in all, what we thought about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a fun time. The Deadpool Wolverine one, please check that one out.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We have
I'm
people
so
on that
hyped about
podcast. It's going to be a good time. We're going with a lot of people. What's it, 14?
15.
15 people.
16 after my.
16.
No,
No, 15 tickets.
No, he's
Oh,
he's-
okay, yeah.
I was about to say, top row is you, your dad, Canaan. No, you, your dad, James, Chad.
Okay. Chad doing this. Yes.
James, Chad, and I think one other person is going to be up there with y'all, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 14. You might be right.
Okay.
Because I think Matt dropped out. If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he
yeah,
did.
so it is 14. So he was going to be up there with y'all. Next row down, middle row, is going to be me, Brittany, Ethan, your person, and then Canaan. Then next row down after that, my dad, my brother, and then 3 of his friends. So
It's going to be a good time. That podcast, we're going to have 6 people here for that. It'll be a great time. Please tune in. But yeah, all of our socials will be down in the description below. Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, if we have it, all that good stuff will be down there.
Yup.
I love you guys, but you have to say it back.
Just so you know, you're all welcome.
You're all bloody welcome.
Diabolical.